at Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And you're so glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah. Screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple. Yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now we're good with court. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, all the fresh boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to Camelot Bowl here in Collinsville. As you can tell, we're here to cover a little bowling, Kahok bowling. As a matter of fact, as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Lancers of Belleville East. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pre-game show or the pre-match show, whichever you'd like to call it. Brought to you today by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. You can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the Kahawks come into this contest with a record of 4-4 under their head coach Sean Hay in his 26th season. As the Kahawk bowling coach has a record now of 233 wins, 115 losses. Belleville East, they come in with a record of 4.5 against 3.5. Marcus Berger is their head coach into his 14th year and now has a record of 175 wins and 72 losses. Well, the Kahawks are returning from their annual charity challenge in Taylorville yesterday, where they bowled to raise funds for the Special Olympics. Of course, the totals from that little charity tournament is not in yet. They're still tabulating all the money that they raise, and as soon as we find that out and Coach Hay will share that on the Facebook page, then we will share that on our Facebook page. Before that, Collinsville competed in the Carterville Invitational. They finished in 7th place. Junior Sully Fry had an outstanding 671 series, while senior Brody Hoganson rolled an impressive 628 series. Belleville East, last tournament that Belleville East took part in was the Alton Holiday Invite back on December the 22nd. The Lancers finished in 9th place out of 12 teams. Collinsville finished 7th in that tournament. Travis Young for Belleville East finished in 23rd place, the highest for a Lancer bowler in that tournament. That was out of 77 bowlers, so still not too bad. Young started the day with a 225, then a 202 and a 205 for a 632 series. Belleville East played yesterday at Bel Air Bowl against O'Fallon, and O'Fallon won that matchup to hand Belleville East another loss. Back on December 4th, Collinsville and Belleville East met at Bel Air Bowl. Belleville East won that match 23.5 to 16.5. Kahok senior Carter Williams rolled a game high of 226 in his first match, then rolled a 200 and a 207 in his next two matches for a 603 series. In the JV match that day, junior Sully Fry came close to a 300 game when he rolled a 284 in game two, and Sully Fry is going to be one of the 5 varsity bowlers that we will have a look at. Belleville East in that first meeting back on December 4th got a 652 series from Jaden Colime with a game high 247 coming in the second game. That was sandwiched in between a 213 in the first and a 192 in the third. Colime won all 3 of his head-to-head matches that day against the Collinsville bowler that he was up against. All right, we come time to our first break. When we come back, I will talk things over with the boys' coach for the day. That would be Sean Hay's son, Eli Hay. And we'll have him on live for you as the Chiropractic Works pregame show, rolls on here on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
Once again, we welcome you back here to Camelot Bowl. Kahok's getting ready to take on the Belleville East Lancers. It is the home finale for your Collinsville Kahok boys bowling team. We'll be here 2 weeks from today to bring you the girls' home finale against O'Fallon. But right now, we're going to talk things over with the boys' head coach, Eli. Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic, man. All right, so I hear that you took a trip to Taylorville and got to watch that charity challenge. I know you guys don't know the total money that was raised yet because you're still tabulating everything, but tell us a little bit about that tournament. I mean, I know it's not something that counts in standings or anything like that. It's just a bowl to raise money for Special Olympics.
Right. Yeah. So we do it every year. We choose a different charity every year to go out and bowl for, and we're grateful that we get to do it, and we're in a spot where we get to do it. We've established a program that's been running as good as it is for this many years, and you can really only do things like that when you have a solid program with a lot of good fundraising, good kids, and just good leadership all around. So it's something we do every year. We always raise a good number for whatever charity we end up bowling for, and Taylorville's a great school that works with us to do it. And yeah, like every other year, it was a good success. The kids got out there. We got everybody on the lanes. And yeah, we had a good time.
So is it just you and Taylorville? That's it? That's the only 2 schools?
Yep, just us and Taylorville.
So how does it actually work? Do you go head-to-head? Is there a competition?
Yeah, we do head-to-head, just high series against each other. And we bowl our JVs are out there as long as our practice squads. So it just gives a chance for both schools to get, all of our bowlers on the lanes, get everybody a chance to do some fundraising for the Special Olympics. And, it's just a really good opportunity.
All right, so before that, you guys competed in the Carterville Invitational. The team finished in 7th place. Yeah. So tell me about that.
Yeah, again, and like every year, we usually struggle with that tournament. The shot is just so different than what we usually bowl on around this area. And it's just a bowling alley that this team just has a generally difficult time in. We always make the top 8 bracket, though. We always find a way to get into the bracket. But yeah, it's tough. We also, I mean, the drive there in the morning it's a long one. We got to be up at 5 in the morning. I know a lot of the guys are tired for that tournament, but yeah, it's just one of those tournaments that it's something about that place. There's a weird funk around it that we just can't seem to put good scores up there.
A weird funk.
Yeah.
All right, back on December 4th, these two teams met at Bel Air Bowl. You guys lost that one. Do you put any stock into that when you're coming here to face them for the final time?
Not this team. I mean, we've improved so much since that last time, and at that time, I mean, we were still kind of just trying to find an identity for this team and what they are and who they are. And I think we're not completely there yet. We're far closer than we were when we saw them the first time, but we're a lot more of a full team, and we've got actually more of a bench. We've got more depth to the team now too, which is a big thing. So that way, if one of our guys is struggling, we can pop one of the younger guys in who have been bowling better as of late. So I don't hold any stock in it last time. Like I said, I mean, we've got a completely different team out here today.
Yeah, and Sully Fry almost flirted with the 300 game on the JV team that
yeah.
day, and now he's bowling on the varsity side, so that's what you're talking about.
Exactly, and honestly, he should have been varsity. He was just kind of going through some struggles with the spare game at the time, and we were able to get in practice and work that out. He's good to go now. He's honestly one of, if not our best spare shooters at this point in the team now. So he's right where he needs to be.
All right, thank you for the visit, sir. We'll talk to you after the third and final game, and hopefully we're talking about a win.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, that is Eli Hay in charge of the boys bowling team today here at Camelot Bowl. Bowlers are taking up their warm-up throws, and then they'll play the national anthem, and then we will bring you back here, and we will cover 3 games between Collinsville and Belleville East. We'll do that on the other side of this break here on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an InvisiRed lipolaser machine. The InvisiRed machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The InvisiRed technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we'd be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that InvisiRed offers.
Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all local area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Cason, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event, or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Once again, we welcome you back here to Camelot Bowl in Collinsville, getting you set to cover the boys today as the Kahawks get ready to take on the Belleville East Lancers, and former Kahawk bowler Brandon Campbell on the other microphone with us again. How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic, man. How was your holidays?
Well, it was interesting.
Oh, yeah? Got stories?
Family went down with some illness.
Oh,
so,
well, that's never fun. Not during the holidays, man.
Yeah, it wasn't much fun. Thankfully, I was spared, so.
Yeah. Well, at least you have that going for you.
That's true.
Kind of an early Christmas present, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Santa Claus good to you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right. Let's get to meet the bowlers, shall we? Excuse me. By the way, before we do that, Southwestern Conference standings. O'Fallon in first place right now. This Belleville East team, well, there's a log jam, man. O'Fallon right now, 7.5 wins to 1.5 losses. Belleville East, Alton, and Belleville West all have 4.5 wins. Collinsville has 4. So there's a log jam here going on behind O'Fallon. O'Fallon obviously looking like they're going to capture the Southwestern Conference Championship because the season is almost over. Collinsville's got this game, Belleville West tomorrow, then a couple of tournaments, and the Southwestern Conference tournament, and then regionals will get underway. So we are heading toward the end of the season, and that was George Smith, a sophomore for Belleville East, who already got things started over there on lane 25, and he left an open frame, got a 6, and then a gutter ball. Collinsville getting a last-minute pep talk here from Eli Hay before they begin over here on lane number 26. And in case you were trying to figure out where exactly that is, that would be the two right in the middle of your screen under the big blue bowling ball up against the wall. That's right above lane 26 and lane 25 right next to them. Right now, lanes 23 and 24 are shut off, if that helps you at all. And then we have the JV boys next to us on the next 2 lanes, then the varsity girls on the following 2 lanes, and then the JV girls on the last 2 lanes. So we do not have the luxury of having a little gap in between like we did the last couple of times we were here. I like that. But no one on 23 and 24 means who's ever on 25 gets to go a little faster.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Here is Bradley George for Collinsville down 26. And that one looks pretty good, but yeah, well,
okay.
Got a couple of them to slide in there at the last second.
Coach
George,
is shaking his head.
Yeah, he got a strike, so he can shake his head all he wants to, right? George on the year is averaging 188, has a game high at 225 and a high series of 620. And over on lane 25, that would be Don Coleman, another sophomore. Belleville East is loaded with sophomores and back-to-back. Well, no, not back-to-back. Don Coleman apparently had a strike when we were talking. That was Colin McGehee, and he left an open frame. Here for Collinsville is Tatum Snyder, another sophomore. So we've got 4 sophomores going at each other in the top 2 places for Collinsville and Belleville East. And Tatum Snyder leaves himself a little bit of a split over on lane 25. That is, are we on bowler number 4? Yes.
4, yeah.
That is Jaden Colime. I had to totally ask how to pronounce that because the way it's spelled, I'm like, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the pronunciation from the coach. Jaden is his first name, and it's spelled J-A-I and then D-E-N. And then Kohlheim is his last name, which is spelled K-O-H-L-I-E-M.